This video is brought to you by Aura. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Number one, this needs to end. You need to be stopped. So apparently every time I've asked you not to leave a like, not to share this video, not to watch until the end and not to leave a comment, this has had the opposite effect and you've been flooding my previous episodes of this series with likes and comments and shares and what have you. Not to mention the average watch time is like to the roof. And due to the success of this format, I now have to continue to subject myself to this form of psychological terror. What if I beg you? What if I beg you not to leave a comment? What do I have to do to stop you from leaving comments? What do you want from me? You know what? Hit me. Do whatever you want. Don't leave one comment. Leave 3 comments each. I double dare you. Just do that. Let's see if you're gonna leave 3 comments just to prove me wrong. Too much. That's what your research is telling you, yes? PhD confirmed. So that's too much work for the average content consumer, so I'm asking them to do something they're not gonna do, so on average people are not gonna leave the comments. It's gonna work, right? You're sure about this? Never happened in the history of YouTube that each person left 3 comments each? So we won already? Okay, good. So this is going to be the last episode. Fantastic. Article that is then, let's go. This video is going to be separated into 2 sections, neatly divided, to showcase the world my gradual descent into madness. And you thought the previous episode's articles were bad? I have seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulders of Orion. Time to die. Okay, so I found this place called Medieval Chronicles. Medieval. Hey, look at that, they've got a whole list of topics that you can choose, one of which I'm sure they excel with precision. Specialist of this one. Specialist. Medieval Chronicles, top 10 most powerful and brutal medieval weapons. The halberd weapon, I think we've got a problem with punctuation here. The halberd weapon, was innovative in its age, effective and particularly cheap to produce. By a first glance, I'm gonna say this is either generated by AI with the IQ level of a toaster, or this has been Google translated from classical Chinese. One of the two, I'm not sure which one would be worse. Alright, so on the halberd point, yesterday night I was spending my evening looking for peer-reviewed articles on the, halberds in European history, because that's a totally normal way to spend your Sunday evenings. Welcome to my life. And I found this very well-written academic article that was lamenting the fact that European halberds as a subject of research has been partly neglected in mainstream historical academic discourses. Well, there you go. Got you covered, bro. You're welcome. Dig in. Okay, do they have one on armor? Of course they do. Of course they do. Coif chainmail. Chainmail was typically worn because the medieval knights believed they could take the blunt wound. Oh my gosh. The medieval knights believed they could take the blunt wound, but needed to guard against piercings. I got a piercing. Oh gosh. Medieval knights. Holy Roman armor. Good talk. Norman soldiers wore mail armor, helmets. Hey, can you blame them? If we could choose to go to war either wearing a helmet or a helmet, what would you choose? Can't blame them. Well, you know what? At least I gotta give them this. The average images that they use are not bad. They're not using cheap, horrible replicas of that it's completely historically accurate. No, they're using pictures of either real manuscripts or museum stuff. So I do need to... Oh. No, scratch that. Oh gosh, not that shield. I need support. You know what? I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call support. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna do that right now.
Five9 call center, this is Clara. How can I help?
Hello, Clara. My name is Metatron and I think I need professional help.
Excuse me?
Have you ever seen a heater shield, Clara?
A what, sir?
I need my sanity back, Clara. Clara? Don't you leave me, Clara. Don't you leave me, Clara. She hung up on me. She hung up on me. Clara. Why would you do that? Clara. Just kidding, that was my wife. Thank you. Alright, so here we are, clicking links, browsing the internet, going online, and one thing I can tell you is that no medieval knight would have gone to the battlefield without wearing armor. In the same way, we should not go online without making sure that our personal private information is fully and well armored against online threats. Which is why I would like to take a moment to speak about the dear sponsor that made this video possible, Aura. Google your name and you'll see that all sorts of things appear, including information you'd rather want to keep private. YouTube star? I'll take that one. But when it comes to your full name, email, health records, your relatives, yeah, I'd rather keep those private. But unfortunately, it's all out there. Data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who may want to target you. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Well, do you remember when a few years ago I made a video where I showed you that I got hacked? Well, that was a personal experience, so I am speaking from experience. It was a horrible ordeal. And since then, I've been beefing up my personal cybersecurity. They tried to get access to my social media accounts, and they tried to redirect the payments that I would get from my work into their bank accounts. Luckily, I could intervene quickly and I lost no dollars, but it could have been catastrophic. Aura keeps your personal information private and protects me from hackers who could use this information to access my social media accounts, bank accounts, etc. Aura also helps me to reduce the spam I get so I don't waste time with that, and it also helps me to keep my family and personal information safe from online threats that I can't see. Now, some of you already have a VPN, some of you already have an antivirus, but if you don't protect yourself from all possible sources of threats, it would be like, yeah, you got your front door locked, but your back door is wide open. Moreover, Aura is easy to set up, and most importantly, it's affordable, as you can see here. Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping me safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. I value my online privacy, I value yours, which is why you should check out this amazing offer that Aura has for you today. You can go to aura.com/Metatron to start your 2-week free trial, also linked below in the description. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor aura.com/Metatron to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of yours is being sold. And massive thanks to Aura for sponsoring my video. Alright, you know what? We need to investigate this. If this truly is AI, we need to understand which form of AI we are facing. So, is this Gemini AI? Did they have white Italian armor in the armor list? Yes. Okay, then it's not Gemini AI. In the previous episode, we also had an article that was talking about the most famous, best medieval movies, one of which being, according to them, Gladiator. So since we've seen that, I was like, you know what, why don't I just go hunt for a few other articles, for example on ranker.com, where they tell us what the best medieval movies are. So anyways, I found this article, which is like the king of all of these articles put together, where they selected 100 movies that are like the best medieval movies. I don't even think I know 100 movies that are set in the Middle Ages. If you ask me, like, yeah, just tell me the first 100 movies, I don't have a clue, but they do. Or do they? Don't you dare to put comments down there. And likes, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Alright, Kingdom of Heaven, The Princess Bride, Excalibur, Robin Hood, Willow, a team of assassins in 19th century Japan. What can be more medieval than 19th century Japan? Right? Legend, notorious gangsters of the 1960s London Underground. Medieval. So if you were born in the 1960s, just so you know, you're a medieval man or woman. Medieval, that's you. You're medieval. No, you are medieval. The Man in the Iron Mask, set in 17th century France. 3 musketeers and a... oh my god. Yeah, the typical 3 musketeers of the medieval period. Cromwell in 1640s England. King Charles, 1640. Medieval. What a legend. Oh my gosh, please tell me this is Google Translate, because if this is the state of mind of a new AI overlord, we're doomed. Elizabeth. Elizabeth I, your typical medieval queen from the 16th century. For some reason twice. Well, you know what? I've looked through this list already, and let me tell you this. Just so you know the state of this situation. Disney Snow White is more of a, which is in this list, is more of a medieval movie. Disney. Snow White. Yeah. And this is not even just medieval, people. I just looked at another list about the best ancient Greek movies, and of course, we're getting Spartacus. Just say best movies. Just don't give it an adjective, because you're clearly not able to. Just don't. Best movies. My favourite movies. Spartacus. You won't get away with this, number ones. I'll have my revenge. Best medieval movie, Twisted Metal. Best medieval movie, Terminator. Best medieval sword movie, Blade Runner. I'm gonna make my own list. Get 1.5 million views. How about that? Fires bolts. You know, crossbows don't actually fire darts. Technically, why am I even arguing with you? These weapons were designed with the sole purpose of inflicting maximum damage, tearing through armor, and causing unimaginable carnage on the battlefield. Okay, so siege weapons had the sole purpose of tearing through armor. Right, gotta write that down. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, number ones, well, I think I spent enough of my time looking at these articles and movie lists and being taught and explained and gaslit. But here we are. So of course, this hopefully is going to be the last episode of this series, since you're not going to leave comments and likes this time. Therefore, that's just not going to happen. I'm going to stop and be like, yeah, this video's not getting very many views. It's going to, cap at 10,000 views, and no more views will be, no one will share it. So this is the end. It was wonderful. It was wonderful to do this with you. I'm very glad that's over, and we are not going to have another episode where I'll find even worse articles to So once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the link in the description to take advantage of the amazing offer by Aura. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, the Metatron has spread his wings. Goodbye.